Haifa University professor for political science and Jerusalem expert Moshe Amirav is a long-term friend of acting Prime Minister Ehud Olmert. He told InfoLive at his home in Ein Kerem that Olmert, once elected, will declare Israel's borders unilaterally and divide Jerusalem, leaving most of Arab East Jerusalem to the Palestinians, except the controversial Old City and Mount Scopus.
The next government will evacuate 90% of the West Bank and let the Palestinians, the Hamas, do whatever they want. If they want to declare a state, they can declare a state. So I think the main target of this coming government and Ehud Olmert is going to be to establish a new border in the east. We can put our own border. Now, where is it going to be, the border? The border will definitely be the line of the security fence today, the wall, the security wall. This is the line. The wall combines all the interests of Israel. It takes about 9% of the West Bank and an exit to Israel. This 9% includes all the blocks of settlements. So about 80% of the settlers will be in Israel. 20% of the settlers, about 60,000, will have to leave the settlements, the small settlements. No question about it. Olmert will divide Jerusalem, definitely. But the question is, where will the line go? So if we look at Jerusalem today, we see about 12 Arab neighborhoods, big neighborhoods, with about 240,000 Palestinians. They will definitely we will not be able to annex them. So we have to speak about dividing Jerusalem according to the demographic line. The border in Jerusalem will be exactly like the border in the rest of Israel. It will have to be a concrete border with a fence and with guard and with you will have to pass it with a passport.
The most explosive and controversial issue remains the Old City. Over the Old City, all the negotiations collapsed and the Al-Aqsa Intifada erupted in 2000. The Old City is holy to Jews, Muslims and Christians alike. Amirav believes that the Hamas election victory now offers Ehud Olmert a unique opportunity to solve the controversial issue one-sidedly.
I think Olmert will annex it to Israel. He can declare it in a special status, which will give the Palestinians and the Christians special access and special rule, self-rule in their holy places, Haram al-Sharif and the Holy Sepulchre. But in the end of the day, the Old City, this 1 square kilometer, will be part of Israel.
Amirav knows that the international community will be reluctant to recognize the annexation of the Old City. But he believes that the Hamas government will declare a Palestinian state. In return for recognizing that Palestinian state, he believes, the international community will go along with the Israeli borders and the annexation of the Old City.
Hamas in power gives him another good opportunity to do one-sided acts, because he has the legitimation now to do it, because they say they are not talking with me. So he is in a situation actually which makes it much easier for him than for Sharon to do the evacuation of the West Bank. We will disconnect the West Bank from Israel. We will disconnect Arab Jerusalem from Jerusalem and let them go to the Hamas and ask for support of social security. Let them, Hamas, supply them with water, with electricity, with jobs. It's a big task for the Hamas. They will be so busy with it for the next 10 years, they will not have time to think about terror. From the strategic point of view, we are going to have now 10 or 15 years, quiet years here in the Middle East. No terror. Because, the PLO, they were ready to give us recognition, but they couldn't stop terror. The Hamas is not going to give us recognition, but they can stop terror.